Where will Shota Imanaga go? Most of the opt-out news that we've heard over the last 48 hours is expected. Alex Bregman, even Robert Suarez, the list goes on and on. Pete Alonso. Shota Imanaga's situation was unique, guys. The Cubs, first of all, could have extended this to a 5-year contract from when they signed him. So they would have had to lock in 3 more seasons now for $57.75 million. They said no. Then he gets a player option that he can exercise for $15.25 million. He said no. He's getting more than 1 year, 15 on the free agent market. There is still one more layer that we don't know about. I don't think a decision is needed for a minute. The qualifying offer. It's about $22 million this year. The Cubs can throw a qualifying offer his way. That would be more than the player option. He probably, again, would say no. It does hurt your free agency a bit. It often hurts 1 or 2 free agents per year. And that's what the qualifying offer is for, to try and keep prices down for certain players. That happened to Nick Pivetta last year, and that was to the benefit of the Padres. So I think the first question, AJ, is, do you think this was the right call? We don't know the medicals. We don't know everything else going on, but do you think, you think he was worth the 3 years,
He's
almost
worth
60?
3 year 57.
Yeah.
For me, the way he pitched, are you finding me another? If Luis Robert, you're saying, isn't worth $20 million, Shota Imanaga's not worth $19 million with the way he pitched and what he's done and the excitement he brings and the marketing that he brings. Let's not forget, there's a big marketing component to this too, is Shota. So I don't understand this, why the Cubs wouldn't do this. They think they're going to get him on a cheaper deal, or are there bigger, better fish out there they can get? I don't understand this at all. I never even thought this was a possibility. I thought this was like, okay, Shota's there for 3 more years. Nope. Surprise.
The whole qualifying offer throws a wrench in it for me. I think they want him back. I don't think they want 3 more years of him. I think they see him as somebody that will be 35 years old at the end of that contract, which, in my opinion, is not that old for pitchers. And we can name the pretty terrible list of pitchers that got paid $18 million for 2 years this past offseason, and you could have him for $19 million for 3 years a year. I feel like the qualifying offer sets the Cubs up to be like, look, we did all that we could, and it's really going to screw Shota because he's probably not going to get larger than the 3-year deal. And when you're giving up a draft pick, teams are just they're gonna sit there and they're gonna hem and haw, and then he's gonna have that, what is it, 21.7, I think this year is the qualifying offer. He's gonna have that hanging over his head, and it's gonna hurt him. Or the Cubs will be like, hey, look, we offered it to him. Hey, that's a lot of money. It's more than you would have made before. But the reality is it's really undercutting his value for a guy that for the last 2 years has been great for this team.
Can I bring up the other side? I love Shota Imanaga. He is one of my favorites to watch. He had a much worse year, AJ. What?
I have a great team for him to go to. He loves Chicago. White Sox, baby! Yeah!
Wait, but his numbers were down a lot this year, guy. I'm just bringing.
He was a little bit banged
he still will be good for a few years. I know, but it was 30 less innings. The ERA plus went from 137, which is fantastic, to 103. The FIP, the fielding independent pitching, much higher. The xERA, expected ERA, home run rate was up, walks up, strikeouts down a lot. Strikeouts down from 9 per 9 innings, so 1 per inning, to 7.3. Strikeout to walk ratio obviously going down, all that, right? So the numbers did significantly decline in year 2. Do you think there's any concern that the Cubs feel as if the league figured him out a little bit? I'm just throwing this out there because no team knows the pitcher more than the team that he's coming from.
Even if he has the numbers he had, right, last year, is he worth $19 million a year on the free agent market compared to another guy that's going to possibly get 18 to 19 million?
I think if we're only
that's the question. If you're the Cubs and you have a chance, and you have a guy that's a known commodity, loves it in Wrigleyville, has pitched well there, has been to the playoffs, has done all these things, and you know him, and you're saying he's not worth $19 million a year for 3 years? 57. You're the Cubs. $57 million. That's not that much.
If
That should
it's
have been an easy
2025 numbers, if it's 2025 numbers, if that's all you're guaranteeing me, then he is not worth that contract. Not at the 2025 numbers. He's not.
What? How can you say that?
But this is what organizations are doing. Organizations will sit there and they'll go, he did. His home run rate after he came back from the IL was the worst in baseball. It carried into the postseason. Like, we don't want this. They're convincing themselves this is not a good option. And that's fine. You can do that. Your formula can say we don't want him. Who are the Cubs going to get for the same price? Dollar for dollar, pitcher for pitcher, who are they going to get? And that's where I think teams like the Cubs, who are clearly, they're a playoff team. They wanted to make the playoffs. They don't quite want to go the rest of the way. They trade some of their guys to be able to get Kyle Tucker. And then at the end of the season, he kind of petered out. So we're not going to go get him. We had Cody Bellinger. He had a great year for us, and then he had a down year. We're fine trading him. Instead of saying, like the team that we just talked to Max Muncy about, we're pushing all in. We got everything we need. We have the core that we need. We have great pieces in Cade Horton. Justin Steele's going to come back. We're going to add another starting pitcher. We're going to keep Shota, and we're going to add a mega piece to our lineup because we are a rich franchise that takes all the fans away from the White Sox, and we have this entire city of Chicago.
You guys are acting as if there's nobody else on the free agent market. There is.
Who are they going
right?
to get, though?
Okay. I'm just presenting the other side, because if you do truly believe that he's 2025 version, that's the decision.
Who's the free agent?
Ranger Suarez. Michael
You think he's
King,
going to make less than
Dylan
19 million
Cease,
or more than 19 million?
Framber. It's not about that. Now, if
Yes, it is about that.
If we go,
It's all about that,
If we
Scott.
go through,
All right, we got a break.
It's not.
It's all about that.
If they go through the offseason and they don't pick up somebody to replace him in the rotation, I think you can make a case. But if they say, hey, we're going to save that 19 and we're going to do 30 a year on King or Cease or Framber or Ranger Suarez, guys like that, then I think you can make a case that Cubs fans will be okay. Just throwing that out there. That's all. It's a good debate. We can continue this. Maybe we should bring on someone that watched, all of his starts and can give us the perspective on the Cubs side and say, hey, here's why the Cubs really didn't like him for 3 years. I know that everyone's really angry right now. That's good.